Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with your daily advice for May 31st, 2017, and that is the end of May. Thank you for joining me. This is a general reading looking at the energies that surround us at this time and what we need to know about these energies in order to use them for our highest good. Since we're looking at energies, these will play out in different ways for different people. For some of us, they may talk to us about our job, about our love life situation for others, health for others, and so on and so forth. So wherever this energy plays out for you, the message here is to keep an open mind and take away the message of the reading and then apply it to your own situation if you feel that it speaks to that, if you feel that it helps or it makes sense with what you're dealing with. So let's have a look at what is going on for us today. So the first card that we have is the Tower, and this is the influence of the past on our current situation. The Tower here represents a sudden break, a sudden rupture in routine for some of us. This could just be something coming out of the blue that really shakes us up and we have to act quickly on, or we have to decide something very quickly, okay, with this Tower. It could also be arguments with the Tower, something that is revealed, whether we are doing the revealing or we are receiving the information, something that is revealed that causes tension, fighting, and potentially breakups of any kind, okay, with the Tower. And for some of us, this has happened a long time ago and it's just saying that we have not recovered from it. Our confidence is still shaken, or our ability to trust people or believe in ourselves may still be shaken. For others of us, this could be something that happened yesterday or a few days before, an argument, a break, and it's still affecting us today. Or it could even be, for some of us, something that happens very early in the day or just the night before. That's going to be our main focus for the day, okay? As a result, in today's energy, we have the Nine of Wands. So with the Nine of Wands here, we're feeling hurt, we're feeling defensive over something that has ended, okay, with that number 9 there. The Nine of Wands is definitely a card that says we're expecting the worst, we're ready for a fight, we're expecting to be challenged, we're expecting to be attacked, we're expecting to have to defend ourselves. With this Nine of Wands, this is definitely feeling very, very defensive. Now, we may have reason to be defensive, and we should be defensive and protect ourselves, but on the other hand, we may also just feel defensive and feel particularly emotional at one time or another, and then when something happens, we take it more personally, or it has a stronger impact on us because we're already feeling hurt and defensive. So for today, the message is discernment. Use discernment to see when we actually have to protect ourselves and when it's just our attitude of feeling defensive that creates tension that maybe is not really there, okay, with this Nine of Wands. So trying to approach an unstable situation with calm, that's just, it's almost impossible. We are human. But the message is, don't get worked up or don't get caught up in the blast, in the explosion, in things flying everywhere, and whatever anger, hurt, frustration is coming to the surface. Acknowledge it, but try not to dwell there, because if we do that, we're just going to become very defensive, this very defensive person. And if this Tower, for example, was a misunderstanding, with us being so defensive, we may not even get to clear that up. We may not even get to the point where we can say, oh, okay, so I misunderstood, or tell the other person, if this is someone that we're dealing with, hey, you got this the wrong way, that's not what I said, or that's not what happened. So trying to find a level head, trying to keep a clear head today, as opposed to being just defensive for no reason, is going to be a really good approach, and it will allow us to get to the bottom of things, to clear things up, to allow the truth to surface, the actual truth, not what people believe to be the truth, okay, because we're getting into people's perceptions and that just adds to the confusion. Okay, so this is actually the facts, the truth coming to the surface. For others, this is about not fighting something that needs to end, not fighting a break that needs to happen. Because when the Tower comes in, it comes in to clear away something that we were supposed to get rid of, or we were supposed to get ourselves out of a while ago, and we didn't, and it was hurting us. Okay, and so when the Tower comes in, that's the universe's way of saying, I am protecting you. Okay, you didn't protect yourself, but I am protecting you now. I'm stepping in and I'm clearing this situation or this person out of your life. Okay, because you deserve better. And the Nine of Wands here is, again, not getting caught up in all that emotion, anger, frustration, fear over what is being shaken up or taken away, and just trying to find that clear head to see, is this really something terrible, or do we know deep down already that actually I think it's just the way it was supposed to be. Okay, but having that clear head, that level head, is really going to help us see things clearly. Okay, so coming out of our emotions, because we're just going to feel very defensive, and that's just going to cloud our judgment. Coming out of our emotions, in as much as possible, grounding ourselves, trying to look at a situation objectively, which again, it takes effort and practice, but it's not impossible, is really the way forward for us, whatever it is that we're dealing with today, or if it's this kind of situation, whenever it happens. And if we do this, the energy that we're moving into tomorrow with is the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is beautiful. The Ace of Cups is a card that talks about peace, calm coming into our lives, emotional healing. With this Ace of Cups, on a more mundane level, this could be a situation where with the Tower, there was a breakup, let's say. Maybe someone was unfaithful, or maybe someone was doing things they weren't supposed to. Whatever the reason, there was a breakup when we found out what was going on. With the Nine of Wands, this is saying, okay, well, I really wanted to be with that person. However, maybe it's best if I don't fight this, because actually they weren't treating me very well. And as soon as we come to terms with that and we try to focus on things from that perspective, the Ace of Cups talks about emotional healing and new love on the horizon. Okay, the right kind of love, the proper kind of love. Because as soon as we become aware of our self-worth and what we deserve, okay, where we focus on that healthy balance of give and take, that's where we start to make different choices in terms of who we allow into our lives and who we allow to influence us, to affect us. And what that does, it tells the universe, stop sending me these kinds of people that, you know, are mistreating me. I'm not accepting them in my life, and send me the right kind of people. And that's what the universe can do then. If this is in a job situation, remember these are the energies, okay, so it could be in any area of life. If this is in a job situation, then once again something may have happened and caused us to lose a job. And with the Nine of Wands, you know, instead of getting angry, frustrated, feeling like we need to go to war about it, feeling like we need to challenge everyone, feeling like a victim there, feeling defensive, because once we get into that kind of energy, it can take a really long time for us to come out of it. So instead of doing that, saying, okay, well, this was not right and I did not deserve this. However, it happened already, so I can't really go back and just pretend it didn't happen. It happened, it's done. So I'm going to heal from this, release this, learn from the experience, but welcome new opportunities in my life, because I believe everything happens for a reason. And then you have this new opportunity with the Ace of Cups that is divinely guided, okay, that is meant for us to have for our highest good, okay, with this Ace of Cups. In our guidance card, we have the Deer, number 22, and this is about gentleness and diplomacy. So that's our approach today, or when it comes to these types of situations. Number 22, now we can add that up to a 4 and talk about stability and grounding ourselves so that we're not shaken up by whatever's going on in our lives. And keeping that balance, okay, with the number 2, keeping that balance of, you know, I believe everything happens for a reason. I've done my best, so if this is happening and I don't deserve this, I have to believe that there's something better coming for me if I open up to it, and just keeping balanced, okay? And diplomacy, not jumping into war, not challenging everyone, attacking everyone just because we feel attacked or because we feel challenged or we feel like we need to defend ourselves. Being diplomatic and graceful is what I'm getting with this, is how we clear our head, how we keep a clear head, because in order for us to be diplomatic, we have to control our emotions. So not let them roam with all the anger and the fear and the hurt, and then controlling those emotions in order for us to actually be able to be diplomatic is how we keep a clear head and how we keep that balance. Okay, so that's a really, really cool message. That's a very interesting message, and I'm looking forward to seeing how things play out during the day. I hope the messages help. I hope they make sense. If it's not something that you're dealing with today, then whenever you are dealing with this kind of situation, I hope that the messages help you. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm continuing to post the June readings, and I'm going to try to get started with love readings as well for the month of June. But thank you very much for joining me, and thank you for all your support. And I'll talk to you again very soon. Have a great day. Take care.